Hey guys, it's me, Natalie. It's 3:38 in the morning, and I couldn't sleep because there's so much things running through my head. This not even a joke. I know a lot of you probably suffer from depression. That's what I suffered through. I was diagnosed with it when I was 12, I think, around there. So, I know, and I wish I could be there for you guys because I know exactly what you're going through, and I'm going through right now. I mean, serious. It's August 31st, 2012. But, when I was in 5th and 6th grade, I was being picked on. I mean, like, I bet at least you've been picked on before. Either now or before. But, I mean, I was just like that. I mean, I was picked on, like, a couple times. But I really didn't care what they had to say about that. Because I was, like, fun, I was always energetic, and I wanted to make friends. When I got to 7th grade, that wasn't the worst year of my life, but it was kind of one of them. That's when people would tell me, "You're ugly, you're fat, you're worthless." And they would always gossip about me, tell rumors about me. Then my parents started to notice that I wasn't acting like myself. I would lock myself in my room, and then that's when my parents recommended me to this therapist. I mean, she didn't really do nothing, but that's the year I started taking antidepressants, and I took those for about 2 months, and they should have started to work for at least for like 2 months, but they really didn't do anything. Except, like, all they do was just make me a little hyper, like I should go out and do something. Ooh. So, yeah. And then I had to do that grade again because depression, and I was feeling great because so many things were running through my head. And then I had to do that grade again, but my mom sent me to a different private school, and she thought that would be better, but that was one of the worst ideas my mom could ever give me. And my dad always agrees with her. I guess he's like that. So I went there, and they were doing the worst things, but it's the same kids, and there's no new kids to go to help you out. Like, public school, there's millions of kids. My school was only like 200, and there's only like 20 kids in my class. But I'm saying I don't go to school anymore because that was like a year ago. So, but they were still blaming me for everything. Like, you did this, you're such a tattler, and I'm not like that. I love hanging out with my friends, and let's just say right now, the whole entire life, I only have like 3 friends. One of them, I really don't see that much, and she's always hanging out with other friends. I mean, she is my friend, though. There's Marissa. Her mom doesn't like me because she thought I was giving her attitude. So that. And then Liz, she's my best friend in the whole wide world, but she lives so far away. Like, she lives like at least an hour away, and I don't get to see her that much. But hopefully I will soon. I feel that year again too, because in January, this is like the worst of my life, so I'm sorry if I start to cry. But my dad, he went down in the basement and he was doing something. I mean, I've seen him down in the basement before, and that was a while ago. I mean, like 5 years ago. And he was smoking cigarettes and stuff, so I thought he went downstairs, and that's what I thought he was doing again. I mean, I think I see him doing now and then, but he doesn't do it anymore. This was about a year ago this happened. So, he went downstairs in the basement, and I was upstairs with my mom, my dad. Not my dad. My mom, my sister Danielle, my friend Liz, and me. We were watching a movie. And we heard something fall downstairs, and we thought that was a recycling bin because we had like stuff in there, and we thought maybe a cat knocked it down. And he was down there for a while. He was down there for at least an hour. We didn't even know that he was still downstairs until my mom went out there and he wasn't in the back room. So I went downstairs and Hold on. My dad didn't kill himself. Let's just figure it that. He's still alive today. He's so good. But he passed out and he cracked his skull and there was blood. A lot of blood. It was like so much. I only seen him like vaguely for 1 second. Cause then my mom had to call the ambulance and then they had to take him to the hospital. And then the next day, my mom took me to a separate room with my sister and they said that they had a divorce. And that was the second part of the worst couple of days I've ever had in my life. And Liz had to go home and all this stuff and we went to the hospital. But then they found out he was smoking some things. But I'm not going to say that, but you can get the idea. He was smoking stuff. You get the idea. I had to do 8th grade. I went back to the private school. Still the same old thing. But not really the same thing until I hit like winter and stuff. There were new kids who were always hanging out with everybody else. And I only had like Liz and Marilena. She's really not a friend, but yeah, they were there. And that was the year I started locking myself in my room, not wanting to come downstairs, not going to school, just sitting in my room in a ball in a corner, just crying. And I do that every night before I went to bed. It was like very horrible. And the school I went to, the private school, was a Christian school. I mean, I guess I am, but sometimes I think to myself, like, I am so depressed, and God wants us all to live happy, but then why would He do that to me and all these other people? But I know He does this for a reason, but sometimes I just doubt Him and it's horrible. But guess what? I'm still here, and I hope you are too. And I know that you guys are probably all going through worse things than I am, like abuse, sexual abuse, and like horrible bullying. And I am so sorry for you guys. I wish I was there. I really do. And I'm just sorry for everything they have to go through. But I just want you to know these 3 things, okay? First thing, don't let other people judge you. All they're trying to do is manipulate you. And when you're thinking about killing yourself, just remember this, that they're going to win. And you're still going to be a loser. Not trying to be mean or anything, but you'll still be a loser. And that's exactly what they want. They want you to feel miserable. Step 2, at least try to make some new friends. I've tried doing that before. They work now and then, but I mean, like, they're not really my friends. But you should do that. And always be yourself, and don't be cool and do, like, buy the newest thing, get an iPhone or all that crap. And the last one, I mean, some of you, I know that most of you aren't Christians, but I hope you are. And I hope that you can have God in your heart, because I do want you to go to heaven and not go to somewhere where it's worse every day. I know you feel worse now, but even if you do kill yourself, I mean, like, I have to stop myself right there when I do feel like it, because I know that I'm going to be going somewhere it's going to be a whole lot worse. It's going to be so bad that you're going to shake so hard that you're going to grind your teeth, that all your teeth are going to fall out, and you're going to be lying there. There's nothing you can do, and you'll have to live with it for eternity. But I do want you guys to go to heaven, where you will live happy, and you will go to heaven. And I'm just hoping that you guys can, but please be strong, and leave a comment or subscribe, and I love you guys, and stay strong.